this quadratic equation is a little bit challenging because A is not 1 and B is an odd number. We will try to solve this using completing square. If you know how to factor, factoring will be a better method to solve this equation. But we are learning completing square here. So we just use this example to do completing square. Now, let's start the process to solve this equation. Remember, we are using completing square skill. First thing we have to do is to get rid of this constant. So you add 4 and add 4 on both sides. So we get to here. We have 2x squared subtract 7x equals 4. We said earlier, A is not 1. Here, our A is 2. For doing completing square, it is very important we keep A as 1. So we are going to divide that 2 away from both sides of the equation. So we divide 2 here. We divide 2 for both terms on the left side. Then first thing we get will be this x squared minus 7 over 2x equals 2. To do completing square, we need to add a square on the left side and add a square on the right side. But what do we put inside of that square? That is the square of half b. We already see our b is negative 7 over 2. We have to divide b by 2. In other words, cut b half. So we have negative 7 over 2 divided by 2, which is negative 7 over 4. We have to get the square of negative 7 over 4 here. And we add the same value to the right side to balance the equation. From the skill you learned earlier, you can see this part is a complete square now. It is the square of x subtract 7 over 4. And the right side, it is an integer 2 plus the square of a fraction 7 over 4. So we clean up that side here. This is the detail how we simplified to get the value 81 over 16. So we put 81 over 16 here. You can see an equation like this. The square of x minus 7 over 4 is 81 over 16. That is the equation so far. But to solve x, the first thing we need to do is to take the square root on both sides because this is a complete square. So we take square roots on both sides. We know when we take square roots, we need to take a positive, negative on the right side. This is the detailed steps for here. And we see the result is this way. The square and the square root cancel. We get x subtract 7/4 equals positive or negative 9/4. Remember how to say fractions? 9/4, we can say 9/4. We can also say 9/4, F-O-U-R-T-H-S. That is how we say fractions. We are newcomers. We need to know how to say fractions. Now we have to separate our equations because we actually have two equations here. The first one will be x subtract 7/4 equals 9/4. Then same thing, you just add 7/4 to both sides. You solve your equation, x equal to 4. The other equations is x subtract 7/4 equals negative 9/4. We do the same thing, add 7/4, add 7/4 to both sides. We can solve the x equals negative 1/2. These are the two solutions for this equation.